Yeah, you can't train your mental all at once. You literally have to like sleep, get make sure you eat enough. Oh, right, that's another video I want to go over. Diet, exercise, sleep. So a lot of folks focus on all the things you do in the game to get better. Maybe some studying outside the game, like learning your frames or learning some mix-ups and stuff like that, and here and there and whatever. But there's a whole host of other things you need to do to get good too, that aren't involving the game. Involves your brain and your body and your health. So you need to make sure you're getting enough sleep. Real talk. You better go to bed at a reasonable hour and wake up at a reasonable hour. Now, how many hours of sleep you need? I'm not going to tell you you need 5. I'm not going to tell you you need 5. I'm not going to tell you you need 8. I'm not going to tell you you need 9. I'm not going to tell you how many hours you need, because real talk, everyone needs a different number. Some people can work with 5. It's rare. You probably can't. But some people do work with that. And that's you. That's fine. Some people need like 9 hours of sleep. And I weep for you. Because that's a lot of time to have to sleep all the time. But, you know, that's what you need. Find your hours. Find what your hour is and then organize your entire life around those hours so that you can ensure you get those hours. Because your brain needs the time in sleep to restore and learn and consolidate everything you did that day. That's what we currently believe is happening when you're sleeping. Amongst many other things, one of the major things that's happening there is that you're learning, your ability to learn, your consolidation and gains that you get happen while you're sleeping. So if you worked really hard, you trained super hard, you practiced super hard, but you're getting no sleep, you might as well not practice at all. You just wasted your day. Wasted all of that effort because you didn't go to bed. Because you got no sleep. You're not going to consolidate anything if you do it that way. You gotta sleep. You have to sleep. The next thing is food. You have to eat. You have to eat. Now, I'm not going to say what you have to eat. There's so many different diets out there. I'm not here to tell you I'm not a dietitian. I'm not telling you how you have to eat. I don't care how you eat. Just make sure you get enough food in you. Don't undereat. You don't need to eat like a ton more than you need either. Like, don't overeat either. Like, find your balance. What's your number? How much? If you want to go into calories and count them and measure them, you can do that if you want to. It's not bad if you've never done it before. It's pretty useful. I found I do it. I did it for a while because I wanted to get a handle on things, and I did, and it's worked out pretty well for me. I can just eyeball it now, but yeah, it's helpful to get a handle on your diet, on your food, on your nutrition. Make sure you're getting enough protein, carbs, fats. Your major macros, that's not just for people who are trying to lift weights. That's also for folks who are trying to get good at these games, because your brain, it's not a muscle. It's not at all a muscle at all. But you know what it does? It uses like most of the resources that your body consumes. Most of the food we eat, most of that energy goes to our brain. Our brain is so resource hungry. Holy moly, our brain is a glutton for everything. It needs everything. So you have to feed it. Your brain needs the food. Literally, food's for your brain. Going back to the sleep bit, what's happening when you're sleeping? Other than your body, we're talking about just your brain right now. Your brain's consolidating memories. It's learning. It's doing all these things. I wonder what happens when you're sleeping as well. I wonder if that takes a lot of energy to do that. It probably does, doesn't it? So make sure you feed your body. Feed yourself. Don't overfeed yourself, but feed yourself enough. And make sure it's balanced. So you have proteins, carbs, fats. Okay? You need fats because those are for your hormones. If you don't have enough fats in your system, your hormones get all jacked up. If you don't have enough protein in your system, you can't rebuild the physical tendons and stuff as well anyway, either. And if you don't get enough carbs are what your brain prefers to use to fuel itself. So you need carbs too. Don't cut out food groups, okay? Don't do that. This low carb nonsense. This, like, eat a balanced diet, okay? Consult a nutritionist if you need to, but uh, uh, yeah, food. We got food, we got sleep. Those are the two really big ones. Sleep is the top on the list because it's the most important thing. It's the most important thing. Water. Stay hydrated. Now, I don't get hydrated as much as I should. I kind of put hydration under the category of food. And fueling. I do drink my water too, but I'm always thirsty. I'm always thirsty. It's frustrating. But yeah, you should drink enough water so that, like, your urine isn't like fucking looking yellow like this. Like this. If your pee looks like this, drink more water. Okay? It doesn't have to be clear. You can drink too much. But it's actually like looking at your urine is a good way to kind of figure out whether you're getting enough hydration or not. It's a pretty good indication. If you're not going to the bathroom enough, probably need to drink more water. Okay. Not bright yellow or orange. Bright yellow is fine. Orange is bad. You don't want it to be clear. Like, that's a sign. You can overhydrate. Like, you can drink too much water. Generally, just drink to your satiation and drink to your thirst. Drink when you're thirsty. If you're not thirsty, you're probably fine. And if you find that you're not thirsty and you're not drinking enough water, and you only know you're not drinking enough water because when you look at your urine, it's too dark. Okay, great. That means you gotta drink more water. That's it. Sometimes when you think you're hungry, you're really just thirsty. So sometimes just drink some water. Especially if, again, look at your urine. See if it's too dark. Literally, use that as your measuring stick. That's how you measure it. That's how I measured it when I was trying to figure this out. You can also tell from your skin. Your skin will feel a little feel dry. Your throat will feel dry. Your eyes will get dry. Like, all parts of your body will start to get kind of jacked up if you don't drink enough water and start getting dehydrated. So it's important. Especially if you're younger and you're growing, make sure you get enough water. What else do we have here? We have food, diet, sleep. I do want to say exercise is important here too. If you're trying to optimize things. Why do I say that? I say that because when you exercise, it actually enhances your learning ability after you exercise. No joke. No joke. Your ability to learn, think, reason, all kinds of higher order mental faculties become more efficient and better when you work out. Literally makes you smarter. Just working out. Now, what do you have to do to work out? Depends on your fitness level. Walking around, 5 minutes is enough. 15-minute walk down the block. Any movement, really, can help a lot. But some movement's good. If you want to make it, get jacked, get swole, get that 8-pack, then okay, have at it. You don't have to do that. But if you want to, it's not bad either. Yeah, I didn't say 6, I said 8. What's that 8-pack, baby? Like Tifa. Little breaks from the game can be nice too. Don't just play for 2 straight hours. Yeah. The optimal way to train is 20 minutes. 20 minutes, stop, 5-minute break. 21. It's called the Pomodoro method. Actually, it's not the optimal. It's one of the optimal ways to practice anything, to study generally. It's just a studying technique. Study for 20 minutes, 5-minute break. Another 20 minutes, another 5-minute break. Another 20 minutes, 20-minute break. And you repeat. There are variations on that. It applies even more so to try-hard gaming. Basically, these are just studying techniques. I'm using the exact same strategies I used to get my doctoral degree here. the exact same approach I'm using. This is how I got my degree. That's why when I see really good fighting game players, I'm like, oh, you're really fucking smart. Like I know you're smart. Yeah, these are just great life strategies, exactly. They just work. They're not domain specific. So if you figured out how to do this in a game, I'm encouraging you to generalize this to other areas of your life as well. That's kind of the goal here. Part of what I'm doing by telling you all this, it's like, hey, you know that thing you're really good at? That thing you really try hard at? This game? Whatever fighting game it is, or whatever video game it is, and people are telling you that it's a waste of your time, you shouldn't be playing it, you shouldn't do this, you're just wasting your effort, and just wasting your time, whatever. You know, all those negative things people say all the time about us gamers who like take it seriously. Take those same skills and apply them to your work, to your life. See what happens. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just try it. So yeah, working out will help. So we have working out or exercise more broadly, diet, sleep. Those are the three things I think a lot of players don't focus on or think about when they're like stuck at a plateau. For instance, make sure you're doing those three things. If you're not doing those things sufficiently, if one of those is off kilter, your solution most likely isn't you need to practice more. Your solution is probably you got to pull back and spend more time either on your diet, going to the gym or walking, or getting more sleep. One or the other. Or all three. Or two. And the better and better you get at the game, the more skilled you are, whatever activity it is. This isn't just games, right? We're talking about anything. The more skilled you are, the more pinnacle you are at, the more important these things become. The more important your diet becomes, the more important your sleep becomes, the more important your exercise and physical health becomes. I mean, really the fourth thing here, which is I'm not getting at all, is your stress level. Nightmare because you are a fraud. So your stress level is also important. That's another thing that can jack you up. Now, this will affect your sleep as well. But if you're stressed, that also interferes with your ability to learn. So, if you're having a hard time with the game, trying to get better, you're stuck, or you're not getting better at the rate you want to get better at, given your rate is realistic, right? Then I'm really tired. I'm gonna end this. Speaking of sleep, I'm sleeping. We're gonna end this soon. What was I saying? Stress. Stress just makes everything harder. If you're stressed out, you're screwed. If you're stuck in the game and you're feeling stressed out, deal with the stress. Deal with what's causing you to stress out. And if you can't deal with it, do it the best you can. And then move on with your life as much as you can. Because all stressors can't be gotten rid of. Sometimes you just gotta live with them. And, you know, this is the way it is. Why did I bring it up? But because it's a more contextual, it's not always within your control. But insofar as it is within your control, reduce your stress levels as well. Do you ever get character fatigue when learning? No, not at all. What is character fatigue? What even is that? What is that? But yeah, that's the answer to this last part of this question about what was it? I forget what I'm talking. I'll figure it out when